Hello, everyone. Christopher Dillard here. So glad to be with you. Many of you know me, I'm sure, from radio. That's what I've done for so many years. And, God has impressed upon me to start in new arenas in a new area here. And I'm branching out, going to be doing a podcast very soon. And this right here will help me get my feet wet, so to speak. And I wanted to be on site to interview one who I really admire and doing a great work in our community, has started doing great work in our community already. And I wanted to kind of start interviewing, like I said, to get used to this. And I wanted to come to Simpsonville, South Carolina, and interview one who is doing a great work in the theater field. He's been in theater for many years, but I wanted to just kind of put out there what he is getting ready to do next under his brand new theater company, which we'll be talking about very, very shortly. And who am I speaking of? I am speaking of none other than, as you will see, Mr. Who? Who do we have here? Clark Nesbitt is his name. Hello, Mr. Nesbitt.
Hello, Christopher. How are you?
I am excited. I am so glad to have you. Thank you for taking the time to interview with us on Christopher Dillard Media. And like I said, I'm nervous, but I'm also excited because of who I'm interviewing. One who I know personally in my theater days myself, from Phyllis Wheatley Community Center. So, Mr. Nesbitt, my podcast is going to be talking to people who have found their niche. Now, I got to ask you first of all, why theater? Why is it that theater is so pressing upon your heart to do? Where did you get this passion from?
The passion has always been there and here. But before I begin, I want to say congratulations to you, on your podcast, The Niche Finder. And what a great name. And it's an honor to be here with you today.
Thank you.
Theater has always been a part of my life. I cannot remember a time when theater was not a part of my life.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to say that I didn't know where it came from, but I do know where it came from. As a young child, I was always involved in church.
Yep.
And within our community and our church was a lady named Mrs. Edith Sullivan Mack, who used to do drama in our church.
Wow.
And I can remember her as clear as anything, performing in our church, doing recitations.
Yeah.
And the first one that I remember her doing was the creation from God's trombones. So I let people know immediately that she inspired me.
Yeah.
And I believe she's the reason that I am in theater today.
That's absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. Now, let me tell you guys, Mr. Nesbitt, Clark Nesbitt, has been with a modeling agency local here, who I will not name. He, a model, theater director. He has done numerous commercials on TV. You guys have seen them, I'm sure, in that attorney commercial, which I will not name. But you have seen him do many commercials in our area, in the area of Greenville. But I'm telling you, he has launched, again, his new theater company. Can you tell us the name? What's the exact name of your theater company?
Clark Nesbitt's No Dreams Deferred. And I'm also happy to say that as of yesterday, I was approved as a 501c3 nonprofit entity.
Did you guys?
So I'm very excited about that and the opportunities that it will bring.
And I was going to ask, because of that nonprofit, you can do so many more things and receive so many more gifts. Is that right? How does that work, nonprofit?
Nonprofit means that your donations can be tax deductible, that you can claim it on your income tax filing.
Did you guys hear that? So listen, if you're looking for something great to give in, your thousands of dollars, your $10,000s of dollars, this is the man right here you want to give into. The No Dreams Deferred. Let me get it right, Mr. Nesbitt. Tell us the name again.
Clark Nesbitt's No Dreams Deferred.
Okay. Mr. Nesbitt, listen now, he went to Benedict College in Columbia, South Carolina. And let me ask you, because I thought about this when I seen this. I know you said you knew it was theater, But at Benedict, did you know it was theater then that you would pursue, or were you already doing it then in some aspect?
Actually, the theater started as a young person, and prior to me going to Benedict, what Benedict did
Mm,
was they they gave me a foundation
yep,
to better use my talents and gave me a platform in which I could learn and grow, which is what school is all about.
sure.
But there, I was very fortunate to have some teachers who took an interest in me.
Yeah,
And for example, is that they did not have a theater program, but they had a language teacher, a speech teacher, who majored in theater,
yeah.
and she got permission from the dean of academic affairs to offer me 1 year of theater classes 1-on-1 for
Wow,
credit. And I was
wow.
the only student for 1 year.
Wow, absolutely amazing. Mr. Nesbitt, this is your what number show is this under your new theater company that we're going to be talking about in a minute? What number show is this?
This will be show number 4.
Show number 4, and I'm telling you, the show that we are talking about, ladies and gentlemen, is right here. It's called A Raisin in the Sun. What is that all about, Mr. Nesbitt?
Well, of
Let's.
course, A Raisin in the Sun was written by Lorraine Hansberry, and it first appeared on Broadway in 1959.
Mhm.
It's about dreams.
Okay.
It's about a family's dreams that is dependent upon the money for some of the family from the death of their father, a
Yeah.
$10,000 inheritance
Mm.
check. But what I like to liken it to is the fact that the title comes from the poem Harlem,
Mm.
written by Langston Hughes
Langston Hughes.
in a series of poems called the Dream Montage.
Ah.
And I think that Langston Hughes inspired her
Mm.
to be a writer and to do what I think God has blessed her to do. And actually, I think all of this, what you're doing, what I'm doing,
Yeah.
I know for a fact that God has blessed us to be able to do
Sure.
this and that it
Absolutely.
is His work.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What does this mean for up and coming black actors, black singers, talent in our area? You take these guys who maybe they're actors, they're singers, but they don't know exactly what they have. And I know your part of what your gift is teaching, because I remember in the theater many days when I didn't, when I wasn't doing Christopher Dillon. But anyway, that's what. But he taught me what I had in me, along with the other theater director at the time. So what does this provide for you to be able to take and mold these actors and singers that have our skin, that look like us? What does that really mean to you in the totality, I guess, of what you're doing?
It means a great deal. A friend of mine, a classmate, in fact, once said to me, "Thank you for passing it on so that others
Mm.
could pass it on." And at that moment, I also realized that my passion was passed on to me,
Oh yeah,
and that we have a responsibility when we have these gifts to
absolutely.
pass them on to others. But more than that, and particularly being born in the South, living in the South, there was not always an opportunity for young people,
Sure,
black people,
sure.
people of color to be involved in theater on another level.
Mm.
Theater for most of us was at the church. It
Yeah.
began there and it stopped there.
Okay.
But there are some other levels to theater. Now, many have explained to me that the opportunities simply are not there.
Mm.
And it's because there is a need to be able to identify with what you're doing at times.
Yeah.
Now, it's not to say that other theaters are not performing or
Sure.
doing works of interest.
Sure.
It's just that it is not available on a consistent basis, and it does not always tell our stories.
Our story.
And what I like to do is be a better storyteller of our stories, the stories of Black people in America and our lives, and giving those opportunities or offering those opportunities so that others can grow knowing who they are in the arts.
Oh, that is so good. So good. So, you know, I think about those of us who are artists. People call us artists.
Yes.
You are artists. Really does that actually mean, Mr. Ned? Because I know you know your theater. When one is an artist, what does that really entail?
Well,
Can you explain that?
what it means is that whatever your craft or your gift is in that area,
Yeah.
that you take it serious,
Mm,
that you work to be the best at it
there
or
it
the
is.
best that you can, and that you have a commitment and dedication toward it.
Yeah.
Now, some people, dibble and dabble, in arts, but to be a true artist means that you have a true passion,
Yeah.
a commitment, you're willing to learn, you're willing to grow, and you understand that there is always something to learn.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So let's get into this. So, ladies and gentlemen, and this is just a printed copy I got. A Raisin in the Sun. There is your opportunity coming up very, very soon to see this wonderful show under this wonderful director. And I want him, first of all, to tell us how it is you can give into his theater company. And then we're going to give you the dates and the times where you can come out and see this great show. So, Mr. Nesbitt, anyone that wants to really give, they want to sow a seed. They believe in what you're doing. They believe in theater. They believe in the arts. How is it that they can, first of all, get hold of you and be able to sow a seed, maybe?
Well, you can contact me by calling 864-314-7211 or emailing me at no dreams deferred PULLC at gmail.com.
That's a lot, but y'all got
Now,
it.
yes, but pretty soon, as I mentioned earlier, yesterday we were approved as a
Woo, woo, woo.
501c3 entity, and that name will be shortened just a little, the email. So
Mhm.
right now, I want you to contact me through the phone number 864-314-7211. You can also go to Clark Nesbitt ndd.com website, and you can get the information that will be soon disappearing. That information is as an LLC, but you can still contact me through that website, and pretty soon it will be changing.
Awesome. Absolutely awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, A Raisin in the Sun coming to a new home where Mr. Nesbitt is, which is in Simpsonville. What is this theater that we're in, Mr. Nesbitt? The name of it?
This is the Simpsonville Arts Center. This is a theater that was renovated just a little over a year ago. It's a 379 seat auditorium, and it's a beautiful facility. And also in the lobby, when you come, there's always an art exhibit of local artists and the works that they produce always on display.
Wow.
So we invite you to come not only to Simpsonville for Clark Nesbitt's No Dreams Deferred productions, but for the arts in general in Simpsonville. And also keeping the eye open for our Juneteenth activities.
Wow.
So listen up for the inaugural Juneteenth Black Theater Festival.
Absolutely awesome, Mr. Nesbitt. You are already on the move, man. You are moving already. So tell us the dates and the times where people can come and see this absolutely awesome show, A Raisin in the Sun.
Yes, the dates are January the 26th, 27th, 28th, February 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Friday shows are at 7 o'clock, Saturday and Sunday shows at 4 o'clock. And your tickets can be purchased at nodreamsdeferred.ludus. Also on the website, if you go to Clark Nesbitt's NDDS.com, you will also be linked to the ticket outlet.
I love it. Look, he's got a lot to remember, y'all. Look, we're getting older here. He's got a lot to remember.
It's difficult turning 56.
56. So listen, we appreciate Mr. Nesbitt. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for sharing with us. And we are excited about the community coming out and supporting. Can we say who the support is the sponsor, that is, of this particular production. Can we put their names out there?
The sponsor is Long Branch Baptist Church,
Long Branch,
where Sean Dogan is the pastor. And I also want to say, before I did my first production, they have supported me from day one.
Wow.
And I will forever be grateful and thankful for their support.
Kudos to Long Branch and Pastor Sean Dogan. Great people over there. Mr. Nesbitt, we thank you so much. Thank you for your time. This has been great. This has been great for me. Helped me to get my interview skills in order here as I'm embarking on a new area in my life in media. Christopher Dillard Media. Let me just move this back here so you can see my new logo right here behind us. We have some upcoming podcast production under my new production company. It's going to be called The Niche Finder with Christopher Dillard, where we talk to people who have found what it is they are here on earth to do and how God has blessed them to find their niche, their thing, their passion. And so I certainly wanted to talk to Mr. Clark because I know he's found his. And so look for us very soon for more broadcasts that will be coming very soon. And again, I thank Mr. Nesbitt for this time with the Niche Finder with Christopher Dillard. And Mr. Clark, anything else you want to say as we close out?
I just want to say again, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I'm looking forward to more from you.
Woo!
The Niche Finder
with Christopher Dillard. Thank you all so much. And look for us very soon. And listen, come out to the show, A Raisin in the Sun production happening at the Simpsonville Arts Center right here in Simpsonville, South Carolina. Don't forget also, you can find Mr. Nesbitt on social media. Don't forget about your Facebook, and you can find him there also. All right? Thank you, Mr. Nesbitt.
Thank you.
We'll see you very soon. Thank you, everyone.